Shabbat, Shabbat, Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom. Hey! Shabbat, Shalom. Hey! Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat, Shalom, everybody. Shabbat, Shalom. And Hyde Sameach. That means happy holiday, but happy holiday of Purim, of light and light. And it is such a joy to watch this table right beneath the bima fill up with all these beautiful Chanukahs, which we will light shortly and bring in the light of this season. We just a couple of things. There are song sheets that Cantor has passed out. If you don't have one, they're on the order bench. Right up here up front, so you can share them with others. We're going to be using the regular prayer book, so whichever prayer book is nearby will be fine. Between that and the song sheet, you'll have everything you need. So, Hanukkah means a lot of things to a lot of people. But one of the things that is meaningful to me is connecting to all of the generations of Jews who have celebrated Hanukkah, who have lit their menorahs, and who will do so in the future too. As I've watched you all set up your menorahs, I've heard some stories already. Raise your hand if your menorah is something that you or somebody in your family made yourself. Raise your hand if you have a homemade, handmade menorah. I see a few hands up here. Raise your hand if your menorah has something that's your favorite on it. Maybe it's an animal or sparkles. Raise your hand if that's the case. Beautiful. I see a bunch of hands for that. Raise your hand if your menorah is one that's been in your family for a while. Maybe your generation or other generation. Look at all those hands going up too. Look at all these stories. So as we light the menorahs, and we'll do that after we do some singing, I want you all to look at the menorahs, and maybe we'll have a chance for one or two people to tell the story of yours as well. But let's get us in the festive spirit with some music first. On your song sheet, we are going to welcome in the spirit of Hanukkah by singing. Andrew, lead us through.
The first song on your sheet, on your song sheet. Oh Chanukah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance a hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Silly won't you play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. One for each night they shed a street light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. On your third page. This is a silly one. And this is to the same tune with different words. You see where it is? Each Hanukkah we glorify.
So it's left-hand column.
It's to the words of the song we just sang. Each Hanukkah we glorify where Judas Maccabeus, who had the courage to divide and to yoke us and free us. Yet it is not fair that we should forget Mrs. Maccabeus, when we owe a debt. She mixed it, she fixed it, she poured it into a bowl. You may not guess, but it was the latkes that gave brave Judah a soul. You may not guess, but it was the latkes that gave brave Judah a soul. Now this is how it came about, the gastronomic wonder. It broke the ranks of Syria like flaming bolts of thunder. Mrs. Maccabeus wrote in the dough portions of the Torah that fried them just so. They shimmered, they simmered, absorbing the olive oil. You may not guess, but it was the latkes that made the Syrians recoil. You may not Yes, but it was the latkes that made the Syrians recoil. Now these little latkes, brown and delicious, must have hit the spot, cause with appetite so vicious, all the heroes down them after their toil, causing in our temple a shortage of oil. One latke, two latkes, and so on into the night. You may not guess, but it was the latkes that gave us the Chanukah light. You may not guess, but it was the latkes that gave us the Chanukah light.
One of those stories that you may not have known about the holiday, right there in that song. Excellent. Let us sing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's the day. It's in every song.
And you find it where on the song sheet?
It's the second one on the left-hand column, first page, and you probably know the number. And the rabbi is going to sing in the English version.
Because I know English. I know some, but I know English. And if you know either language, you can join in.
Or you could make it up. Chanukah, Chanukah, Chanukah. Is that the right one? Oh, yeah. No, it's the last one. Chanukah, 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 Ba'aviv, Misaviv, Yerushalayim. Chanukah, Chanukah, Seviv, so, Ma'ariv Tov.
Hanukkah, Hanukkah, festival of joy. Chanukah, Chanukah, for every girl and boy. Chanukah, Chanukah, dreidels dance and play. Ho, 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 ha, 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 happy holiday. Am I the only one who knows that?
Yeah.
I think I wrote it. Okay, I'll claim it. I don't think so, but you know, you never know.
Okay, so now you are all going to be the featured singers. We have a three-part song here. Melissa, are you here? Okay. All right. So we need another musician.
Oh, don't say the word musician.
Oh, no.
That's frightening.
No, we don't need a musician.
We need a brave soul who's willing to help lead the third part of the round. And if it makes you feel better, I'm doing part two. So you know the standards are not that high.
And Rabbi doesn't know what she's doing yet.
And I just told Kendra, sure, I'll do it because I do anything. So anybody want to join in there? I think Amitai's hand is up. Maybe Amitai will help. Come on up, Amitai.
All right. Okay. I think he might need some help. No? Okay. So we have three groups. Maybe I'll just be my own group. Okay. The rabbi is going to take one side. These are your people. Yes. Those are your people. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to face them. And if you need help, ask, okay? Okay, face them, right there. Okay, so this is, we're all going to sing at the same time. So this is the rabbi's part. Lots of latkes, lots of latkes, lots. Wait, I'm finished. Lots of latkes. This isn't your people. This is the rabbi's people. Lots of latkes, lots of latkes, lots of latkes, lots. Let's all eat them up. Lots of latkes, lots of latkes, lots of latkes, lots. Let's all eat them up. You got that?
Got it? We got it. I think we got it. What do you think?
Just follow. Lucas, you have to give them their eyes. You won't need the music. I'll do it with you. Okay. So this is Amitai's group. Okay, you're going to follow him. We'll just learn it all together and then you'll follow. Look at the words. Easy, right? Saviv on so, wait. Bum, saviv on so, saviv on so, saviv on so, saviv on so, again. Saviv on so, saviv on so, saviv on so, saviv on so. We have it? If you want to see the words, it's okay.
It's the third page.
So it's on page, I think is it the third page?
It is the third page, the right-hand column. First song.
Okay. Everybody know that part? I just think you can do your note, okay? And I'm going to sing something else. So let's start with the, let's see what I have to figure out. What? Okay. Here's your note. Lots of blackest, lots of blackest, lots of blackest, lots. Let's all eat the lots. Sorry, so blackest, sorry, so blackest, sorry, so blackest, sorry,
Excellent. So now we're going to light those Chanukios. We're going to light those Chanukios. Before we do, I'm going to give a chance for anybody who wants, not anybody, but a couple people, anybody who's brave enough to raise their hand first, to share the story of the menorah you have here. Anybody wants to tell us just something about that menorah? And say hi to everybody, because not everybody knows everyone. Say your name.
Hi, Janet. This is the menorah. She's actually my husband David's father's menorah. This menorah is now about 100 years old. And it managed to make it here from Nazi Germany.
Wow. Thank you so much, Jen. That's beautiful. Who else has a menorah you want to point out and tell the story of? Ben, do you want to tell me about yours? Come. Show everybody, point to your menorah. Which one's yours? Oh, beautiful. And tell us about it. You made it at school? Wow. That's really cool. So is this the first time we're going to use this one this season? Yeah, that is great. Beautiful. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben. Who else wants to share a story about their menorah?
Shabbat Shalom, I'm Ramona Jones. This is Benji and Jake are with their dad in Texas, but they're lighting their menorahs there. This is my menorah right here, and I just got it 2 days ago. It is from my ex-husband's stepmother, who I like to call her kind of the Santa Claus of Hanukkah. She's a Southern Baptist woman. She may not have been a Jew until she met me. And once she learned how Hanukkah worked, she started sending the boys and me and Chad a gift for every single night. So each year, we get packages with individually wrapped and labeled gifts for each night of Hanukkah, all of us. And meanwhile, she's also getting like Christmas gifts for all the rest of her family. So I just wanted to say, you know, her thoughts are really touching to me, and I really appreciate her.
Thank you. I think we all want to join your family. Awesome. One more? Going once? Yes, Mark.
All right.
Tell everyone who you are.
Oh, my name is Mark Rand. Okay, well, I mean, this menorah here is, well, it's still got some leftovers on it, but, I mean, it's been in my family for a bit. I don't remember when we didn't use it, so how old it is, I don't know. Okay, I just turned 60, so it's at least 50, you know, at least that, but, I've been using it. Now, this particular menorah here was made by, one of the members of the Jewish War veterans who was a metal worker. You know, he made a few things, and I know he said something that there was an electric version of this that he made also. I don't know where, but he also made a couple of like napkin holders, with shalom and Hyde and some other stuff, but I put this in here, right?
Beautiful. Thank you, Mark. Awesome. Okay, friends. Here's what we're going to do. So I want to just remind you, safety first. We have the big temple, Chanukah here in the middle, and I'm going to light that shamash. And we can use that light, as well as the other one that I have down there, to light your shamash if you want, so we can share them. And then we're going to light each of the 3 candles. So for those of you who pay attention to these things, the tradition says that you not light the newest light first. So you light the 3rd night, and then you do the 2nd, and then the 1st. Okay, so we're going to give everybody a chance to light theirs, and then we're all going to sing the blessing together. So I'm going to ask people to come up, but I want you to, we have lots of time. Candra's going to sing us through this, so we're going to hear some music. So take your time and don't crowd each other, okay? Make sure you have room. And hands should not be on the table, okay? You got it? All right. I'm going to stand by the shamash and take any customers, and we will sing as we go.
And when the night begins to fall, and when the world is dark and silent, then in your heart a simple song lights the way, lights the way. And when you've lost your guiding light, and all your fears and doubts surround you, then in the dark you'll hear that song, that ancient voice inside you there to guide you safely through the night. Look for the light, don't fear the darkness. May all your dreams be dreams of bright tomorrows. Just light the flame, just set your sorrows free, and know the light you light for all the world to see. Bring on the light, don't fear the darkness. Let every candle shine the light of freedom. Just light the flame. It's up to you and me, and know the light we give for all the world to see. And when your heart is filled with hope, and when your soul is filled with music, just lift your voice and sing of joy in the night, and open wide the gates of light, and flood the world with love and freedom. May every wish and every prayer become a torch of justice shining ever brightly through the night. Light the light, light the light, each holy spark and blessing that we kindle lights a new tomorrow. Light the light, bring on the light. Don't fear the darkness, let every candle shine the light of freedom. Just light the light, it's up to you and me, and know the light we give for all the world to see. And when the night begins lost your guiding light, and all your fears and doubts surround you. Then in the dark, you hear that song, that ancient voice inside you there to guide you safely through the night. Look for the light, don't fear the darkness. May all your dreams be dreams of bright tomorrows. Just light the flame, just set your sorrows free, and know the light you light for all the world to see. Bring on the light, don't fear the darkness. Let every candle shine the light of freedom. Just light the flame. It's up to you and me, and to know the light we give for all the world to see.
Take a look at those flames. I'm going to just for a brief moment as we say the blessing, give us a chance to really see those flames.
Friends, let's join together in the blessings for the kindling the lights of the Chanukah and for all the miracles in our lives and in the past. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu le'adlik page 2, Ma'ot Sor, please join us. Ma'ot Sor Yeshuati, La'ed Shaveh, Tikon Tefilati, L'sham Toda Mezabeach, Le'etanim Matbeach, Furious going to turn now to our prayer book, Mishkan Tefillah, because after we have lit the lights of our Chanukah, we also acknowledge that it is Shabbat. We're going to kindle those lights, and then we can sing that blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher yishanu mitzvotav, v'tzivanu, le'adlik ner shel Shabbat. May we be blessed with Shabbat joy, may we be blessed with Shabbat peace. May we be blessed for Shabbat community. Page 122. We turn to Kiddush. The heaven and the earth were finished in all their array. On the seventh day, God finished the work that God had been doing. And God ceased on the seventh day from all the work that God had done. God blessed the seventh day and declared it holy, because on it God ceased from all the work of creation that God had done. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei b'riah ha'olam. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher yishanu mitzvotav, v'ratzon ba'anu, v'shabbat kodsho, v'ahava u'razon v'chilanu, zikaron le'ma'aseh, Bereshit, Yom Techilah, Levi'Va'ei Kodesh, Zecher Tziyot, Mitzrayim. Kivanu B'chavta, Yotanu Kidasha, Yikol Ha'amim, B'Shabbat. May this be a time of sweetness for us. So we're going to move right from there to the core of our Shabbat service, with our core of our evening service, a Mariv service. And you can find on page 146 the words to the Baruch Hu. As we are called together as one community, I invite you to please rise. Season when we're so aware of darkness and light. Let's read the English at page 148 together.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tzebaot is your name. Our ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Ma'ariv Aravim. And we say to God, thank you for the gift of Torah, the gift of the teaching that it brings, and the tradition that it brings, and the ability to connect us from generation to generation. We say it is a gift of love. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael. 152. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Vayem. As we see it, Ra'ata V'Adonai Elohecha V'chol levavecha V'chol nafshecha V'chol mevotecha V'hayu hadarim ha'ele Asher Anochi mitzavecha Hayom al levavecha V'shiratam levanecha V'divatam V'shlitacha b'beitecha U'melachtecha b'derech U'shokbecha u'kumecha U'kshatam levot al-yadecha V'hayu l'totavot b'einecha U'ktavtam Amizuzot beitecha U'vishkarecha Leman tizkeru V'asitem Kol mitzvotai V'yitem kedoshim leloechem Ani Adonai Elohechem Asher hotzeiti etchem Me'eretz Mitzrayim V'yot bachem Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem
So the next prayer we always sing together is our prayer for freedom. We usually use the words in the prayer book, Mi Chamocha. We say, who is like you, God, who has given us freedom? We think of freedom as something that we celebrate on Passover for sure, but it's also about Chanukah. Hanukkah is our chance to celebrate religious freedom, our ability to practice being Jews out loud, to be proud of who we are. And Hanukkah is also a time that we can remember that we Jews stand for something. Our legacy is to bring light into the world, to continue to light candles, to make the world a better place. As I think about the concept of freedom this year, I remember that there are still close to 100 people who are held hostage in Gaza as a result of the terrorist attack there. And I remember also that in some ways, whenever there is war, we are all hostages. And that we can look at the lights of our Chanukiot and know that lights should not turn into flame of anger or hatred, but they can be lights that guide us on the way we pray to seeking peace. So instead of singing Mi Chamocha, we're going to sing a festive holiday song. And I'm delighted to call up the members of the Kol Simcha Choir who are here tonight. And that is Charlotte and Adaya and Ben. Come on up. We're going to use the words of Peter Yarrow to sing in honor of this concept of freedom. Light one candle. It is there on the first page of your handout.
if you want to join in on the chorus. We also, I heard recently that Peter Yarrow himself, who brought so much light into the world, is currently in hospice care. So as we sing this, we think of him and give thanks for the light that his life has brought us all.
Light one candle for the Magdalene children. Give thanks that their light didn't die. Light one candle for the pain they endured when their right to exist was denied. Light one candle for the terrible sacrifice justice and freedom demand. Light one candle for the wisdom to know when the peacemaker's time is at hand. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Light one candle for the strength that we need to never become our own foe. Light one candle for those who are suffering the pain we learned so long ago. Light one candle for all we believe in, that anger now tear us apart. Light one candle to bind us together with peace as the song in our heart. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. What is the memory that's shining so highly that we keep alive in that flame? What's the commitment to those who have died when we cry out they've not died in vain? We have come this far, always believing that justice will somehow prevail. This is the burden, and this is the promise, and this is why we will not fail. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out. It's lasted for so many years. Don't let the light go out. Let it shine through our love and our tears. Don't let the light go out. Don't let the light go out. Don't let the light go out.
Thank you again so much. With that hope for freedom and continuing the light, we turn now to page 164 for Tefillah. Let's each kindle our own soul's light as we now rise for these words of prayer.
Adonai, Sefatatita, Ufi Adite Ilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotinu Imoteinu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, El Adon Libor HaTorah, El Elyon, Mashiach Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Abraham, ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah gibor le'olam Adonai, mechaye hakol atah rab le'Hoshia. Mashif haruach, u'morid ha'Hashem. Mechakel chayim bechesed, mechaye hakol berachamim rabim. Tzomech noflim v'rofei cholim, u'matir asurim, u'mekayem emunato l'shenei afar, michamocha b'gvurot, u'midol melach, melech memit u'mechayeh, u'matzmiach Yeshua. Ve'eman atah ha'chayot ha'kol, Baruch atah Adonai, mechayeh ha'kol. Atah kadosh, shemcha kadosh, u'kedoshim kol yom ya'alelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el ha'kadosh.
Please be seated. So at this point in our service, we often turn to our prayer for Thanksgiving, which you can find right there on page 177. But here's the thing, on Hanukkah, we don't just say, thank you, God, for all the blessings in our lives. We give thanks for the nisim, for the miracles. So let's take a moment now and think not just about the miracle of the oil burning forever, but maybe the other little miracles or big miracles in your own life. And if you want to share, we have time for one or two people to share, or you can just think of them for yourself. I can tell you, I know last week I said that my daughter Paola had dental surgery to get her wisdom teeth impacted this week. I think it is a major miracle that there are the right kinds of medications when used at the right moment to help alleviate pain. Major miracle. Who has another one that you'd like to share? Let me tell you, go ahead.
I have two. One being born, and the second one is I have a very good mom that takes care of me and makes me happy and is very kind.
That is beautiful. So the gift of life, being born, and the gift of family. Two wonderful, wonderful things. Yes, thank you. One more? Anyone? Let's take all the miracles in our lives, and we sing this song. If you have the thicker prayer book in front of you, you can find these words on page 556. But if not, just know that they are giving thanks to God for the miracles that occurred back then and at this very moment. I'll let you sing.
Al hanisim ve'al ha'urkan ve'al ha'gvurot ve'al ha'tshuvot ve'al ha'milchamot she'asita la'avotenu b'yamim ha'hem b'zman hazeh. Al hanisim ve'al ha'urkan ve'al ha'gvurot ve'al ha'tshuvot ve'al ha'milchamot she'asita la'avotenu b'yamim ha'hem b'zman hazeh.
Now we turn, speaking of miracles, the miracle that we all pray for, you can find on page 178. Shalom Rav. Dear God, this year may be the year where we all find our way to a great peace. Shalom Rav,
Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu le'adom, lechol ha'shalom. Ki atahu le'adom, lechol ha'shalom. Shalom Rav, Yisrael Amcha, Tasim Leolam.
ועיניך מברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב לישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב לישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. And whenever we're together looking at the light or just being together, we have a chance to think about the light of healing. We pray that those people who aren't feeling well, who are ailing in any way, can find a way to refuah, to healing the body, mind, and spirit. From our own temple community tonight, we pray for the health, the healing, the well-being of Jamie Lippman Abish, Elena Amdak, Ellen Bassett, Benjamin Menachem Frank, Carolyn Barone, Jane Bernstein, Arnold Block, Dennis Brenner, Norma Brooks, Jack Cases, Nora Correa, Toby Domash, Susan Zietzig, Janet Ewing, Kelly Fink, Arthur Fisher, Judy Fisher, Michelle Fisk, Evan Foster, Barbara Goldberg, Sandra Goldberg, Florence Goldern, Stephen Goldstein, Jean Gormley, Elise Grace, Lee Ollie, Marilyn Heckler, Enid Hirsch, Eldon Hong, Matthew A. Hood, Daisy Horowitz, Phyllis Horn, Stephen Israel, Toby Israel, Christine Jacobson, Danette Jamal, Roberta Kahn, Louis Kaufman, Rita Kimmel, Tatiana Kutunia, Esther Kruchevsky, Sandy Lake, Gail Levy, Paul Lipson, Robert Mandel, Robert Mannix, Robert Massey, Susan Miller, Ashley Moranti, Adam Moranti, Michal Zahava, Bat Miriam, Miriam Shulamit, Bat Bela, Patrice Newman, Nora Tzipora, Bat Ilana, Andrew O'Donnell, Sophia Palladino, Esther Parker, Gerlinda Pescatore, Helen Pfeffer, Ben Pilch, Rabbi Lester Polanski, Dean Powell, Carol Ryder, Julie Rosenberg, Laura Rosenspan, Renee Rosenthal, Janie Rudick, Sylvie Rudell, Adele Schoner, Hannah Rachel Bat Miriam, Charlotte Miriam Schnupp, Jeffrey Schoenholz, Marjorie Schoenholz, Edmund Steiner, Faye Strobel, Rhoda Strobel, Tova Bat Shifra, Arlene Iris Wisson, Jeff Young, and Shirley Young. If anybody would like to share with us the name or names of someone else you want us to pray for tonight, just lift your hand up and then you can share that name with us. Nicole. Thank you. Mark.
Marco Rand, Lester Feeder.
Thank you. Others on this side. And on this side. Janet. Thank you. Thank you. In the back, Meryl.
Yeah, with Kaya, the Hackenberg family, and all my friends.
Thank you. Carol. Thank you. Paul. Thank you. Thank you. Looking across Sandy. Thank you. Did I miss anyone? Holy One of Blessed be with all of those people whose names we've shared and those we hold in our hearts. Bring each of them to healing. Baruch atah Adonai Rofei HaCholim. Praise you, Eternal One, the source from whence healing flows. Page 371, please join us.
May the source of strength, who bless those before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Yishevera Imotenu, Mekor HaBracha, Lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing, with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of Spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Amen. So I don't have a whole long big story tonight, but I do have just a teeny tiny little one that I want to share. And it goes like this. Once upon a time, there was a community. And this community had a tragedy that happened. They had a place where they loved to come together to pray. And there was a big fire one day and it burned the whole building down. They were pretty sad. And they said, what are we going to do? Well, they spent a number of years talking and collecting money and fundraising. And finally, they had enough money. They were so excited. They said, yes, we're going to build ourselves our own temple, our own place to pray. And we're going to make it fit exactly what we like. So everybody got involved. There was a group of people who said, hey, we really like it when people gather together and can eat. So we're going to be the ones in charge of the kitchen. And so they thought, and they figured out exactly which appliances to get and how to arrange the shelves and where to put all of the dishes. And they were really excited about that. And then there was another group of people who really loved planting. And they said, we're going to have a beautiful garden right in the center of our temple. And so they got together and they researched and they found just the right plants that would be green at the right time of year and the flowers that would bloom so that there was always something colorful there. And they were so excited about that. And then they decided there was a group who was going to work on the sanctuary. And they knew they needed an architect to help them, and so they got the architect and builder to help. And they decided they didn't want something that was super big. They wanted something that reflected their values, that was kind of nice and cozy, and they designed it just right. And they had picked out the colors that were the colors that inspired them, and they had comfortable seats, and they just liked the way it was all shaped, and they were so excited about it. And it kept going like that. Everybody was involved, and they finally spoke to the builder and said, okay, it's time to build. Let's build this. And the builder said, no worries, I've got the blueprint. You guys took care of everything. You did such a good job, and gave me all the details. Just give me a few months, and it's going to be ready. And so they did. And the community waited, and some of them came to help some days. They waited a few months, and because this is a story, I can tell you that this building project happened exactly on time. And a few months went by, and sure enough, it was the season of Hanukkah coming up, and the builder said, it's ready. The sanctuary is ready for you, and the whole building is ready for you to come in and to celebrate and to dedicate it again. Do you guys know what the word Hanukkah means in Hebrew? Anyone? Dedication. Rededication. So the timing was perfect. They were so excited they were going to come in and rededicate the new sanctuary on Hanukkah. And so the night came, and everybody, the entire community came and filed into the room. And it was night, and they walked in, and they filed into the building, and the builder was there, and he stood up on the bima and said, welcome everybody to your sanctuary and to your beautiful new temple home. And they all looked around. They said, wait a second, Mr. Builder, there's a problem here. Yes, the garden looks just like we wanted it to, and the kitchen is beautiful, and the sanctuary looks nice too, but it's dark in here. Did you forget to put in the electricity and the lights? And here's what the builder said. I can build the building, but you have to bring the light. So, my friends, that's my Hanukkah story for tonight. I'm looking at these beautiful menorahs, and they are illuminating these beautiful lights, all of you. This is what this holiday is partly about, is we each get to kindle our light and to share it with others so that all of our light grows ever brighter. Happy Hanukkah. We're going to turn to our concluding prayers now, beginning with Elenu. Please rise, page 586.
Shalom Adon HaKol, Latei Milah Celebration, Shalom Asanim Goyim Aranzo, Velo Shalom Mishpachot Ha'adamah, Shalom Stam Chilkeinu Kahem, Vegor Aleinu Kechol HaOlam, V'anachnu Orim, U'mishachami Orim, Lifnei Melech Malchei HaMelachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. V'nehema Hayeh Adonai, Melech al kol haaretz, Vayom hahu, Yeh Adonai echad, U'shemo,
Please be seated. As we turn to the closing moments of our service, our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, those of every race and every nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. So often the people who we've lost are the lights that guide our lives even after they're gone. So we give thanks for all of their teaching, all of their love, and the light that continues to glow within us. From our own Temple Tikvah community, we mark with sorrow those most recently gone from our midst. With love, we remember Claire Shapiro, remembered by Andrea Shapiro Davis and Stephen Shapiro and their families and her and Temple Tikvah family. And we remember Pari Farosi, remembered by her daughter Nazita Dashtipur and son-in-law Farhad Mohammed. And this week as well, we mark the yard-sites of the following beloved. With love, we now remember Max Burbaum, brother of Paul Max Berman, brother of Paul Berman, Florence Block, mother-in-law Bernice Block and grandmother of Arnold Block, Lillian Brenner, grandmother of Shan Khan, Shirley Brooks, sister of Carla Osuna, of blessed memory, Matilda Freeman, grandmother of Lori Panetta, Ann Foster, mother of Nancy Foster, Jack Gelman, father of Susan Fox, George Glick, brother of Phyllis Richards, Rose Goldschmidt, grandmother of Martin Goldschmidt, Betty Enriquez, mother of Veronica Levitan, Yehuda Cligg, father of Lawrence Cligg, Joseph Levine, father of Stephen Levine, Michelle Levine, sister of Elaine Schachter, Robert Mindlin, father of Gail Zeidman, John Nelson, the husband of Ronnie Nelson, Sonia Oken, the mother of Lynn Moser, Frank Panetta, grandfather of Donald Panetta, Hannah Prince, the mother of Matthew Prince, Abraham Rich, grandfather of Beth Curcio, Dolores Schoenfeld, the mother of Terry Lepselter, George Silverman, friend of Saul and Judy Lefkowitz, and Melanie Weintraub, the aunt of Rose Howard. If anybody would like to add a name to help us share the name of a loved one that you're remembering tonight, feel free to do so now. Zichronom livracha. May the memories of all of our loved ones continue to shine light into our lives. Let's turn together now to page 598 as we rise as one community to remember all of them at these sacred words. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shnei rabah, v'yalmad tivrach v'rutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon,
V'chayein Chol Beit Yisrael. V'agalav Uzman Karev Yiru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabba Mevorach Le'olam Lamei Almaya. Yiparach V'yishtalach V'yipar V'yiframah V'yinaseh. V'yitadar V'yitaleh V'yitalal. Shemei D'Kudsha B'richu. Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'shirata. Tushbachata V'nechamata. Damiran V'yalma V'yiru Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya. V'chayim Aleinu V'yal Kol Yisrael. V'yiru Amen. Osei Shalom V'ramah. U'yasei Shalom. Aleinu V'yal Kol Yisrael. V'yal Kol Yoshvei Tevel. V'yiru Amen. Osei Shalom V'ramah. U'yasei Shalom. Aleinu V'yal Kol Yisrael. Please be seated. So before we turn to our closing song, and then say Hamotzi, and then go back upstairs because I think there's still some donuts and some sweets left up there. It is time for announcements. Who's our Bima officer tonight? Please acknowledge Nicole. Thank you, Nicole.
Let's go.
Pretty cool when a Bima officer gets applause.
Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, Rabbi. Thank you, Cantor, for the lovely service and for leading such a wonderful Hanukkah celebration that we had today. So just some updates. So our study will be Zoom only, beginning at 9:15 tomorrow morning. On the Mark, and Cordy and Cora and Moore will meet at their regular times this week. Sisterhood is hosting musical bingo on Saturday, January 11th at 7:30. Please join us for a fun night and help us support the temple. Friday, January 17th, beginning at 6, is the 4th grade family dinner and service. Hope to see you all there. We will have a musician in residence as our Jewish Disability Awareness, Acceptance, and Inclusion speaker on Friday, January 24th through Sunday, January 26th. Dave Schlossberg will be guest pianist at the choir Shabbat service. Will lead a musical lunch and learn and will lead the religious school and the Tikvah programs. Also, on Saturday, January 25th, beginning at 7 p.m., Temple Bethel, along with several other congregations, are sponsoring a comedy night. It should be a fun night with professional comedians and congregation, and Temple Tikvah will get a portion of the proceeds based on how many of our members attend. The early bird discount ends on January 9th, so please try to register before to take advantage of the discounted prices. Brotherhood will sponsor their annual defensive driving class on Sunday, February 9th at 10 a.m. The Temple Tikvah office will be closed Monday, December 30th through Thursday, January 2nd. The office will be open on Friday, January 3rd from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Next Friday's Shabbat service will be led by Cantor Friedlander and will be Zoom only. As always, please check the weekly update for additional information, if appropriate, virtual links for all events, and RSVP information for various events. Shabbat Shalom and a very happy Hanukkah.
Shabbat Shalom. Happy Hanukkah season. Thank you, Nicole.
So, and just a quick word about that David Schlossberg. You should know that he is a composer as well and has commissioned a piece just for Temple Tikvah's choir. We do the commissioning, sorry about that. Anyway, it will be premiered that night, so we hope you can join us. World premiere. Let us, speaking of awesome music, to close off our service, I would like to invite our Kol Simcha choir back up here for our closing song. And while they're coming up, I want to tell you, so this is not by might, and I told you about it. While they're coming up, I want to brag about them for a moment. Because not only did they finish school last week, right, and are like on vacation, but last Sunday, Kol Simcha choir as a whole group, went to the Bristol Senior Center right here in New Hyde Park and sang a Hanukkah program for the residents there. They were magnificent. And just yesterday, they went to Cohen's Children's Hospital, where we broadcast a program as part of their Festival of Lights into the rooms of the patients. So that there was a Christian choir that sang, kids choir that sang Christmas songs, and these amazing kids sang beautifully Hanukkah songs, and I got to tell a story. But you guys, not only do you have beautiful voices, you have beautiful souls, and you are a beautiful example of what it means to spread the light. So, you all can join in with them. We're going to end on a nice frolicking way. And is this song in the handout? It's there somewhere, right? It's on if you want. It's in your prayer book. Yes, page 669. Oh, yes, there too. Page 669. Not by might, not by power, but by spirit, which is Ruach. Thank you. Can we all live in peace? The words of the prophet Zechariah. After a portion for this.
Not by might and not by power, but by spirit of Ruach shall we all live in peace. Not by might and not by power, but by spirit of Ruach shall we all live in peace. The children sing, the children dream. Tears may roll, and we'll hear the call, and another song will rise, and another song will rise, another song will rise.
Do some clapping All right. Not by might and not by power,
by spirit of Ruach shall we all live in peace. Not by power.
And to top it all up, so that we can go enjoy some sufganiyot, some donuts, or whatever else, would you guys take the cover off of our challah? And let's all join in together. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Wishing you all a Chag Purim Sameach, a festival filled with light, and also a happy secular New Year. I will see you back in January. Shabbat Shalom. Chag Sameach.